Welcome to DC Fan Gives Hope. In this video, I like to not talk about hope, but talk about how we're all feeling. If you're a massive supporter or fan of the DCEU like myself, we're all worried. We're all worried for the future. The Justice League had come out again with the same sort of reception as BVS, but with even more meddling through Warner Brothers. Never made as much money as Warner Brothers was hoping, or what you and I were hoping that Warner Brothers would clear. We were hoping that it would clear the billion mark because Justice League deserves no less, because these are the main big heroes. Now, the majority of us, we loved the film, we enjoyed it, but still in the back of our minds is the thing that, you know, it wasn't either for everybody, and there's a side of DC fans, like the Zack Snyder fans, that were disappointed that it was cut and stuff. So, behind the studios we find out that, of course, heads are rolling, people are getting moved out to the job, and it came under the whole one roof of the studio of Warner Brothers. Many complain, why is Warner Brothers, letting certain things out? Why not are they taking that bit of care and love onto the properties that they own? So as we sit back and we wait for news for the January news, we're hoping that, will we see these people again? Will we see these actors playing the roles again? Well, there's always the controversy with Ben Affleck. He's been chosen to, appear in the Flashpoint movie, but not maybe the Batman movie, which may be taking another detour, which I think is a risky business as well. Having another Batman so soon while there's still another one still kicking about. Will the audience know this? Now here's the thing, how much does the normal audience know? Take for instance BVS and that cutscene of Steppenwolf. Now that Steppenwolf, so not a lot of people maybe seen the ultimate cut of BVS, or actually seen that cut of Steppenwolf. So when the movie came out, not everyone knew who this guy was and where he came from and stuff, only those people, that sort of special edition. Nor did they know about really Darkseid, apart from one little mention that was said in the Justice League movie. It would have been great if we saw more of the lore of where Steppenwolf came from. And we only got a wee taste of the mention of he wanted to make the planet like his own, and as fans know, it's Apocalypse, but not the general audience. And if there is a special cut of Justice League, how many people will see that? Because they missed the opportunity with the cinema release to delve in to Darkseid. How many people stay? And this is one reason why I hate end credit scenes. Unless somebody tells you the end credit scene could be missed, and you will have no idea about Lex Luthor and Deathstroke making a bargain of Legion of Doom. So this is why I think all of these should be in the cinema release, and not as much as the end credit scenes. It should be somewhere just as the end comes up. That's the moment it should be in, just to educate the non-comic book readers. But again, this is drifting off the subject, and where do I on the future of DCU? Well, so far, recently there's been a list of films slated for DCU, starting off with Aquaman, then going on to, what was the next one? It was going on from Aquaman to Justice League Dark, to Suicide Squad 2, to Shazam, to Wonder Woman 2, to the Green Lantern Corps, and then the Batman. But no mention of a Justice League 2, no mention of Man of Steel 2. But then we hear on tweet that Henry Cavill was asked about Man of Steel 2, and again Henry Cavill replies, we are looking into it. So they're onto the script and getting in development. So there's the possibility of Man of Steel 2 happening with Henry Cavill. There's also the Jeffrey Dean Morgan that played Bruce Wayne's father, Thomas Wayne, in Batman v Superman. He's then recently tweeted as a character in the DC universe that he's got an eye on, which everybody surmises it will be the ultimate reality of Bruce Wayne's father. The one where Bruce Wayne is actually killed and his father takes on the mantle of a darker, sinister Batman. Again, saying that, if he does get that role, then some people can actually put the fears to rest that the DCEU is not going all child crazy. There is still going to be the seriousness tone, especially now that you've thrown in something like Justice League Dark. So there is some sort of not going over to the sort of light-hearted things that Marvel was famous for. So there's hope there. And then there's the talk about Henry Cavill being, Ben Affleck being in Flashpoint. He's scripted to be in that. So there is chance we will see Batman. But what of the Justice League? When will we see the Justice League? Many people complain that Justice League happened too soon, that they didn't involve the characters so much. But again, and the other ones will say that no, everybody understood after Justice League who they are and who they came from, and be more interested in seeing the standalone movies. So maybe they hold back for Justice League. Maybe it's one of these films like Man of Steel 2 that isn't yet listed as a film until they get more and more into the film production and getting it started. Then more films may be added onto the list. So so what does this tell us? It tells us yes, there's a reason to be worried, yes, there's a reason to be cautious, but also tells us that there's a reason to be hopeful. That Warner Brothers is taking everything serious by taking it into the studios. That they are in production making more movies. Shazam could be light, Justice League could be dark, and so on and forth. So there is a mixture of films to suit everybody. Well, have we said goodbye to Zack Snyder's Man of Steel? Probably not, but he'll be more positive thinking, more hopeful. So yes, come with me, and let's try and push all the negative stuff out. Let's stop worrying about a daft CGI moustache that only probably happens in the film for 2 minutes, but people keep on bringing it up. Let's put past the bits cut from the movie, and let's all again unite and show Warner Brothers that we do care for the franchise and we will support it. After all, would we not be better with this franchise than without? I know I would. I would rather have films, as I said many a times before in my videos, I would rather have a DC movie that's popular with billions, and for me not to like it, because that way the DC franchise will continue to grow and change. But we've got to give it an opportunity to change. We've got to give it a time, first of all, to build itself up and not make stupid remarks by saying I've given up in DCU, I'm not going to look forward to certain things. Do look forward to it. It's your heroes, my heroes. And no matter what they turn out, we should go and see these films, because we'll only be hurting ourselves. So yeah, there is still a bit of hope out there. Thank you.